Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Koyan, aka The Ongoing Testimony, and I'm here with a new video on how to be a barber, so stay tuned. So, I want to be a barber. Pretty much it started maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. I mean, honestly, I've always wanted to be a barber. I've always found hair like fascinating. It was a very different type of field, but I didn't really understand what it was. I just know people could cut hair and they made a lot of money doing it. Um, I'm enrolling in the barber school this week. It's been a long process, but we finally here. So I'm gonna try to upload videos about what goes on in barber colleges, what can you expect in barber colleges, the type of people that you'll encounter, the type of money that you may make in barber colleges. Because I always had that question in my head, like how much do barbers make in barber college? But yeah, let me go back to tell you a little bit about myself. I was in the Navy. Um, I pretty much I was in the station in Japan, and over there, you know what I mean, it was a lot of people that couldn't cut African American hair. So I remember my dad used to always cut my hair as a kid, and I found that fascinating. I felt like he was Superman. He could cut hair and do other things. So I just paid attention. One day he came to me. He was like, you know what? I'm not gonna edge up your hair, because I used to want edge ups like every fucking day. But he said, I'm not gonna edge up your hair. You gotta find out how to do it. And I did it. And I like messed myself up like horrible. And I took it as a learning experience. So when I got into the Navy, it was times where we would pull in the port, and people that knew how to cut hair, they would have like 13 people lined up to get their haircut. But sometimes people would never get a haircut because, you know, they had other things to do before we got off the ship. So I just paid attention and I learned the skill, and I started cutting hair. And I wasn't A1 like a lot of other people are, but I was decent. So I got out the military and I started going to college, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I had 2 kids. I have a daughter and a son, London and Koyan. Um, and that kind of changed my perspective about colleges, because at that point I needed money like right then. And I think I applied to be a firefighter. And I went through a academy here at San Antonio, and I passed it. And I mean, everything was A1, but I realized like even then, like my passion wasn't so much towards firefighting as opposed to getting a lot of money that comes with firefighting, because a lot of firefighters, they get paid. Don't get it twisted. But I remember my son, when I would keep my son for the time periods that my baby mom would let me keep my son, whatever. He would come back with like an afro, and like his head is like big like mine, so it didn't fit him. And I remember when I just got the idea, like, let me cut his hair. And he was like my first test subject. So here I am, I'm fading him, giving him taper fades, a bald fades, mid fades. I'm pretty much watching YouTube videos to learn how to cut hair. And I mean, I'm pretty nice with it. I'm doing parts and stuff. And shout out to it's like 5 guys that I follow. It's like 360 Jeezy, Zayd the Barber. I don't know if it's the Barber's Stable or the Barber's Table. Clean Cuts, Chris Basio, that's it, this is, and Zayd the Barber. Like all them people, like the style that they teach, like I'm like in love with it. Like them dudes is like legends to me. Like they can't be touched. Like I know barbers that I go to now that I be putting them on, like, man, I want my hair like this. I'm like, man, how you get this picture? And I'm like, man, I put it up from an Instagram of y'all's page. So shout out to y'all, man. Y'all doing big things. But yeah, that's how I learned how to cut my son's hair. And I mean, here I am, I'm saving $20, $30 a week between me and him getting our haircuts, because I'm cutting both our hair. Like I just cut my hair tonight, you know what I'm saying? Did my beard, everything. So, but yeah, I remember watching their videos, and I'm cutting my son's hair and everything gravy. I remember cutting like a lot of other people's hair. So my first testament came when it was time for me to cut one of my homeboys here in the fire academy. His name is Pardo. We just call him Pardo. That's his last name. Shout out Pardo. Shout out to you. But he was a Hispanic guy, and I've never cut a Hispanic guy's hair before. So I remember he let me do it because he needed his haircut, because like we had like a ceremony or something coming up. So I cut it, and it was like a mid fade. But like, you know, with black people you can go with the grain, with the waves. With him, you gotta go against the grain. So I'm like, oh my God, like I done messed up on one of his guidelines, and I kept taking it up and up and up. But his edge up was fire though. But I remember him going to class and everybody like, who cut your hair? Who cut your hair? But he had my back. He was like, my edge up fire. Don't worry about that. And the next day he came back with like a ball fade or something like he had got it touched up, but he had my back. But that was a learning experience for me because coming from where I come from, like I don't really have a chance to cut straight hair, and that was my first testimony. Like I could pass that, you know what I'm saying? And I cut another homeboy's hair. His name was Melina. Shout out to Melina. And that was my second time. And he gave him a hot fade. He was cool with it. So like I said, this week I start barber school, and I'm kind of excited. At first I wasn't going to do this. I was just going to like become a barber first and then start posting videos. But I want y'all to go on this testimony with me. I want y'all to see where I started from and then see where I become. And if I become famous or if I become somebody that y'all can look up to, you know what I mean, then I feel like we both achieve that together. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a personal experience that me and you, the viewers or subscribers, y'all helped me accomplish that. So y'all helped me grow, and you know what I'm saying, I grew with y'all. So just stay tuned, man. I'm gonna be uploading like haircut tutorials, how it is in a barber college, the type of traffic you can expect to get, clientele. You got any like suggestions, man, just hit me up on my social links. It's at the very bottom. And yeah, just stay tuned, man. I'm gonna try to come out with more content. Like I said, this is my first video, so I ain't really like wanting to be all in front of the spotlight. But I promise you, like, as I grow, you're gonna grow. The content's gonna grow. I'm gonna learn. You're gonna learn. You can teach me some stuff. So shout out to everybody, man. Stay tuned. Like and subscribe this page. Again, my name is Koyan, and this is The Ongoing Testimony.